Hello, happy Sunday. I hope you are doing well and staying warm. In New Orleans, we have like 1 month of true winter, but boy, has it hit. It's freezing here. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to take you on a little tour of my office. This is my it's hard to do this with my cell phone because I can't tell what I'm showing you. This is my private practice. This is where I tend to spend a couple hours during the week and even some hours on the weekend. And I work mostly with teenagers and college students doing cognitive behavioral therapy. And in this work, I incorporate a great deal of positive psychology. And so often this is where I make the Sunday videos because I happen to be here working. All right, I have a lot to get through this week. Normally these videos, I try to make them short because I know you don't want to sit around watching a video for ever and ever and ever. I got a lot of stuff to share today. So just bear with me today, and in the future it'll be shorter. I'm going to put a link to the competencies and outcomes for our course under this video, and I'd like you to take a look. The way to think about the competencies and outcomes is these are the skills we want you to develop over the course of the semester. Every assignment is built on trying to build these competencies and outcomes. So even an assignment that literally takes you 5 minutes is scaffolding and building some of the skills. And what I would like to say is there's no busy work in this course because everything is mindfully created to build this so that by the end, you have evolved these skills that allow you to be a positive psychology expert, because that's what you're going to be when it's all done, an expert. All right, this is unit 1, week 2, and I'm going to publish a new Hangout today. Remember, you contribute to those on Sunday, Monday, and then you go back in throughout the week and add more to it. This is a graded assignment, but it's really about building community, because this course is as much about our connection together as humans as it is about learning theory and such. I think it's a great idea on Sundays when you are watching this video, or Mondays, whenever you choose to watch it, to click on your grades on the left-hand side and see if you got everything in for the week, just so that that's a good habit to get in so that you can catch things that haven't been submitted, if that's the case. Remember, you've got to remember to go back into discussions and to assignments and do the discussion piece after you've turned it in. And so that takes a little, your own system for staying organized, that you can remember to do that. You can ask for extensions with assignments, but you need to ask ahead of time. And it's not a habit to get into, right? Like, save those for the real exception to the rule when things have really piled up, or you've got a whole bunch going on that you need an extension, because you miss out on the discussion piece and the connecting with classmates. And that's where a lot of the deep learning goes. When you take somebody else's thoughts and you process it and connect it to your own thoughts, that's where enduring and deep learning happens, and that requires work to be submitted on time. But life happens too, so sometimes you may need an extension. But like I said, let it be the exception. Okay, how to plan. Sorry, I have horrible handwriting, so sometimes I can't read my own handwriting. Okay, so there is, when you put a picture or some sort of attachment into Canvas, we need to be able to see it on the page. We should not have to click something. So I will send, you learned how to do that in orientation. You can always go back into orientation and find that link on how to do that and watch that. But I'll also send it to you if you put something up on Canvas and we're not able to see it. We shouldn't be clicking onto things. We should go straight to that document or attachment or picture or video, especially with the videos. Group work, we do have a group work assignment coming up, so make sure your group is figuring out when you'll meet. We have a lot of international students this semester, which is amazing. I love that, because it means that these are more cultures that are coming together, but it also means that you've got to be really conscientious about time zones and planning ahead when you're gonna meet, because no one should have to meet past 10 at night. And so you need to really be thinking about how your time zone matches up with somebody else's when you're planning your group work. But it also means you need to schedule your group work way ahead, because it's going to take some coordinating. Support communications will start soon, and what that means, if you're behind on assignments, I'm required to send out a support communication that goes to your site director, to you, and to your parents. This is not a punitive punishment thing. This is a, all right, let's all get on board together and support you in getting caught up. And then once you're caught up, it's all resolved. You have, just to give you a little insight into this week, you're going to step into the shoes of a positive psychology researcher. So you are going to identify something that you want to, like, early in the course, know more about. And what you're going to do is go out and research that thing, and then take that research and build 10 questions that you'll use to send out to family and friends. And then you'll take the results of the feedback you get back from them out of that survey, and then you'll write up a analysis of it. And this is where you push yourself to think deeply about theory and what does it mean. That's when you're writing analysis, the driving question you always ask yourself: what does this mean? What does this tell me? What do I get out of this? And that's what you're writing up. You're not saying simply like 9 out of 10 people said such and such. You're saying 9 out of 10 people said such and such, and what that tells me is this, right? So we're looking for insights. Brene Brown is a researcher of human emotions, and she often will say, like, her research is data with a soul, right? And the soul comes in because she's taking the data and really exploring, what does it mean to be human? What does it tell us about the human experience? All right, so one little just tidbit: when you are doing your discussions with each other in the assignments, please just make sure you use each other's names. Like, hey Sam, when you said this, it got me thinking about this. It just personalizes the experience, and it's just this tiny little effort that we can do that shows that we really see each other. So please get in the habit of that. And with that, my question to you, remember, after you watch this video, you always direct a message to me in Twist. And my question to you is, what is one area of your life right now where you feel a great deal of connection and support? I will say, during this pandemic, I've not gotten to see my very own mother a whole lot. She's elderly. She is very careful, as she should be, and that has been sad. So we talk on the phone more than we ever have, and I've grown to, instead of like looking forward to being able to see her on her weekend when I haven't been able to, instead now I look forward to our phone calls, and I use those as a time to feel a lot of support and connection. So tell me about the place in your life where you feel some support and connection. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great rest of the day.